guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. But hi, I'm Sabrina, and I know I told you that I'll post like a part 2 of the lip combo video, but I never got to editing that, and now I just don't like it anymore. So here I am shooting my second video, and this video is going to be about things I find really chic with little to no explanation. And yeah, that's what the video is supposed to be about. I am praying and hoping this is like a shorter video because I have a list of 15 things I find really chic. I think mutually a lot of us find certain habits, certain behavioral traits, certain, just like things in someone's personality that you find to be really chic. Chic does not have to be something that's materialistic or something that you own. It could also be like a behavior, like a habit that you have that probably someone finds chic. So here is things I find chic. But to begin with, I think a lot of times what happens is people confuse chic with a certain brand, a certain color, a certain something, which is completely fine. But what I am here to talk about is basically tiny things, okay? It's in no order at all. It's just random things I find to be super chic, and yeah, that's all. So the first thing is women with hobbies. I think having a hobby that you're actively working towards, it could be anything. It could be swimming, it could be baking, it could be cooking, it could be dancing, it could be go working out. Working out is a hobby that a lot of people have. It could be anything like that, but having something like that is super duper important. And I think having a hobby that you work on, or having a hobby that you do in the weekends when you have time, is so freaking chic. That is one. Second is anything with like lace or embroidery on them. So fucking pretty, like so freaking pretty. But it could be anything. It could be like, lace or embroidery on like a pretty dress, on a pretty top, or it could be even like a, lacy bra for that matter. Super chic. And the third thing is going to be being called like darling is super chic to me, which is, I know, very like out of like nowhere this came up, but like a baby and all is fine, but like being called like darling is like very very chic to me personally. And then the fourth thing is like a messy bunny or like a ponytail. So I'm like all into the clean girl aesthetic. I love like a nice slick back, but I think I also love a very messy and like I don't really care kind of hairstyle. Looks so pretty, but then that's the thing, like a lot of people don't get it right. For me personally, I don't think I look good on a like with a messy bun, but I think that's like my personal opinion, so I'm not sure. But a lot of people do really know how to pull off like a good messy bun or a messy pony, which looks super good in them. So I think it's all about knowing your style and knowing what you look good, wearing or whatever. Next is having a signature perfume or scent. I have seen people walk into the room, and every time I, when I do, people like smell how. Whenever I am around that fragrance, it always reminds me of that person, which is great. So I think it is very important to have like a signature fragrance or a scent. It could be anything. It can be basic. It can be like something that takes no efforts at all, or it could be something that requires like a proper shower routine with like nice body mist, a nice body oil. I personally love the vanilla and caramel scents. I have not really explored floral scents, but if anyone has some recommendations, do give me. I would love to try it out. Next is having a cozy bathroom setup. So I think I take my shower time to be like ideal. It's like my shower time in a day. My shower time is very important to me. So I think the place I shower at should also be very cozy, comfy. It should really calm my nervous system down. It can be adding small elements like candles or adding like tiny warm lights. or it can be having a nice, scent or incense sticks around the bathroom. It can be anything. It can be having a very nice vanity, a very Pinterest coded vanity. It could be anything. But that's that. Next is animal prints. I am really, really, really into animal prints. Anything like, leopard print. A leopard print is especially iconic in anything like makeup bags, outfits, dresses. I have this very pretty dress with like leopard print, but that's the thing, you need to know how to pull it off. I personally feel like, I get very skeptical about if I will be able to pull it off. So the leopard print dress is just in my closet and I've just not worn it yet. But if you find the right occasion and if it really suits you, I think you should really go ahead and embrace the leopard print or any animal print for that matter. Even like getting nails done, getting like animal prints as French strips, so chic. Love it. Next is a nice, well loved leather tote bag. I am all for tote bags. I hate backpacks. I can't stand the sight of a backpack. So I think I personally love tote bags. And if it's especially like a leather one, and it does not have to be of like, pristine quality. It can be something that looks like it was like used for a long time. It looks like, you have these keychains, you have these charms which look really good. Having all that is also super chic to me personally. Next is having a personal style. I know this is like very vague and like generic, but what I mean by this is do not want to wear like everything the other person is wearing. Sometimes some things don't look good on you. Some patterns, some sleeve types, some colors don't look good on you. You need to identify your colors, the patterns that suit you, the type of dresses that suit you. Sometimes a A-line dress might not suit me, but it might suit my friend. So I really need to understand and not just like get on the bandwagon of like, the next trendy top or next trendy jeans and like wear it. But just identify your personal style, understand if it really works for you, if the colors work for you, and I think that will really make you feel put together and make you look put together too. And like put together is basically chic to me. But yeah, next is being chalant. This is again very out there, but I think there is nothing in being there's nothing left in being nonchalant. It's just a waste of time on earth. Just be chalant, do what you want, enjoy life. Who really cares? No one's looking at you, no one really cares what you're up to, no one really cares what you're doing. So just like be the person you want to be, do the things you like. Even if you think you're gonna get judged, just do it. And like tell people you love them, just tell them. Don't be scared. You don't need to be chalant. You don't need to follow these rules that are set by the society or by the people that this is how you need to behave. You need to play hard to get. Just put your heart out there, be yourself out there, and then whatever has to happen will happen is my what I really believe in. So that's that. Next is a statement jewelry piece that's always on you. Anything. It can be rings, or it can be also a jewelry piece with history to it. For example, I have a lot of I wear these rings like every day. I don't remove them off at all, and it's made of like gold and platinum, so I don't need to remove it off. It does not give me allergies or something. And I think each of these rings have a story attached to it. That, for example, when someone comes up to me and tells me that they like my rings, I have something to tell them that, this is where I got this ring from, or this is why I got this made, and this was gifted to me by this person who is really close to me, or with some backstory, some jewelry piece with a backstory to it, or like a jewelry piece that always stays on you. You don't need to like I know like I love chunky jewelry myself too. I love like a chunky set, bangle set and whatever. But having jewelry that always is on you is something that is like a factor that people remember about you, which I find to be super chic. Like I wear this like every day, and I think it's one of my favorite pieces. It's very dainty, very lightweight, and I really like it. So yeah. Next is having to-do lists and planners. I am a big to-do list girly. I can't function without a to-do list. If I'm having a very hard time, if I'm getting overstimulated, or I'm feeling like very all over the place, the only thing I need to feel put together, or at least a little sorted, is having a to-do list for the next day. So I know, like, I have like an action plan to move ahead with. So I think having to-do list and planners is super chic. Also, having like cute planners is not compulsory. I don't have any cute planners. I just have a very cute pink diary that I write my to-do list on, that I have my planners on, whatever. Next is the second last thing is warm lamps and no overhead lights. If you know me personally, you know how much I hate the overhead lights, the overhead white lights, warm lights, like, you know, subtle yellowish lights. I hate the white light. It just reminds me of the hospital for some reason, which I don't enjoy. So always warm lights, and it also helps me really unwind and really calm down, because my space, my house, my room is somewhere I need to go to feel calmer, to unwind, to be myself. So warm lights really does it for me, and I find warm lights to be super chic. The last thing is my favorite: invest in PJ sets. I'm not even kidding. It will change your life. It's probably like an exaggeration, but you get it. Like, PJ sets really change how, you know, even at home, being put together really helps with your personality as a whole. I personally believe that. And I was someone who used to believe that the concept of PJs is basically like just wear anything comfy. You don't need to have nice PJ sets. Invest in quality PJ sets. It really helps with, you know, your whole, the way your mind works when you need to rest, when you need that energy back. Because if you're going to have a hectic and tiring day tomorrow, you really need to have that. For me right now, when I change into my PJs, it has really become into a time when my body, you know, understands that I need to wind down, I'm done for the day, I need to relax, I need to get some energy in my body. And also it makes me feel super put together, and that feeling also, you know, because normally what used to happen is, if I'm in like just like oversized, I mean, I'm not saying always, I still always wear PJ sets, I still wear t-shirts and pants, loose pants or whatever. At the end of the day, being chic is basically you feeling good with yourself. That is the definition of chic for me. So if it makes me feel good, it's worth it. Maybe it does not have to make sense to everyone, it does not have to, you know, be relevant to everyone. So I think that's about it. This is all the things I find to be super chic in 2026. And if I have anything else, I think I'll add to it later. But I think that is all. Also, I need some suggestions and recommendations about what you guys want my videos to be on, because I do intend on making like vlogs at some point, but I don't know if I'm ready for vlogs yet. So if you want to see some vlogs, do let me know. Also, this angle was very, like, you know, impromptu. I just looked at this reel and I was like, you know what, I want to make that video, but in like a long format video. So I thought I'll just come on here and after weeks post something. I still don't know if I'm posting this. I'm probably gonna post this, but so very impromptu. My mic did not even have charge, and I quickly charged my mic, and I quickly like made a list of all the things, like 15 things, and here I am. Also, this is all my personal opinion, and everyone can find different things to be chic, but go live out there, have fun. Love y'all. Bye.